I'm writing down a synopsis of each of the paths. So the first one you go to in the beginning of the quest, which was Great Spirit, Path 1. So we do this for all of the different directions. We look up, for instance, in South, we look up the joy of the quest, which is migration. Fulfillment comes from journeying to abundant fields, enjoying the thought of good prospects. And then we go to the West, and we look up the quest for overcoming conflict, points out the good and bad and learn from it. And then we look up the North, which are the cautions of the quest. To progress at the expense of others, we should give credit to where it's due. And then we go to the resources for the quest. The resources were number 25, great gentleness. And we just have to be careful with money and be thrifty, is the advice that's given there. And for above, then we go to above, and that was number 25, which is great gentleness. So the spiritual reading was, the spirit world comes Creator's blessing. Cultivate the spirit of gentleness, which I'm sure is what you have already. And the last one, which was the heart of the quest, was return. And it says that going home with giving and receiving takes away all burdens and guilt from all concerned. And that's an interesting end to your reading, because I actually threw another reading for a different topic, and that same the same path came up for the heart twice. So I think that's an interesting thing that we should pay attention to in one way or another. Okay, so that's it. And what I wanted to do at another point is to show the other side of the board, and we'll talk about that some other time. But there are two sides of this board. The other side are the moon's influences, and the moon influences are really quite interesting and not used by many people because it's not explained that well in the book, but it actually gives a timeline for when these influences take place and the benefits received. So we'll talk about that another time.